We have my buddy here, Dylan.
What's up, guys?
He's the owner of Fastrmedia. This summer he takes rolling shots of cars, and this is his rig. He uses a, what is this, a C63 AMG?
Yeah, it's a 205 C63. I know your channel's pretty heavy on the Beamers.
Yeah, we're not car races here, so.
So before, this is my second C63, and my first one, before I bought it, I was gonna get an F80, and I had one picked out that was like, it was perfect. It was a blue one, and the guy had already had like crank hub and everything done. And then someone sent me the C63 that I did buy, and it was like a stupid good deal. And it was also like 10 grand cheaper than the F80 for basically the same miles and condition. So I bought it, and then I beat the shit out of that car for 2 years. I put like 80,000 miles on it. They start kind of falling apart at 120.
How did you go with the Mercedes? You wanted another German? Dude,
I just wanted to recycle all my parts. So like I had the wheels, the carbon, the exhaust, and so like I just parked them next to each other and just swapped all. The Tesla is honestly like the ultimate. It is the ultimate, like, it is the perfect candidate for what I do, except for the fact that in one day, we'll do like 500 or 600 to 700 miles, like for rallies.
So you'd be recharging all the time.
And some of the rallies we do are like in the middle of BFE. So, like we did one in October that was Chicago to Nashville. Okay. And like we hit Tail of the Dragon, we hit all those roads, and you ain't gonna find chargers. Good. Like you're gonna find them, but like along the route that the rally's going.
Plus you'd be sitting for like half an hour, and it's not worth it.
Minimum, yeah. So, and then the other side of it, like you briefly mentioned, was the marketing side. And it definitely has helped me having this car, because it's kind of like, it's cars at the end of the day are social credibility more than anything. So like, if, you pull up to a BMW meet and you have a G80, like you're gonna make friends pretty easily unless you're a big fucking asshole.
So it's like a marketing tool. Like 100%. If people see you in a C63 versus just like a basic camera car.
Yeah, and especially me, like, dude, when I bought my first C63, I was like, it was like 2 days after I turned 20. And I like no beard yet, so I looked like you remember.
You look a lot older than you did 2 years ago.
I looked like a little kid.
I haven't seen Dylan in a couple years, and he looked like he was 16 before.
Yeah, dude, yeah, and like.
How old are you now?
23.
Wow,
yeah,
getting old.
So
got the beard.
Dude, yeah, it's funny, but yeah. So like that's the other thing is like I go to a lot of the events we do are like really. I hate to say it like this, but we do some like. We're around some really like big people, and you're at the end of the day like the way you present yourself does matter, and the other thing that matters is proving that you kind of are somebody, because if I roll up and I've got I could be the best videographer in the world, but if I roll up in a clapped out freaking E46 that I used to have,
yeah.
Some people that's a turn off.
This gets you more respect.
100%. And on people that are spending near almost 5 figures on a job or whatever, if it's a really big job, it's just not like it's not worth running the risk of like turning them off. On top of that, it's just fun, and shit just happens, man. Like this right here, we were filming one day and I hit a half full Coke can that was just like in the road. Honestly. Like anything you use for work is gonna get destroyed.
Yeah, it's a tool.
It's a tool, man, and that's what I tell people. Like a lot of people will see it and be like, "Oh my god, like it's dirty or whatever." I'm like, bro, like, listen.
It's still a C63.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go through Dylan's setup here. We're getting inside access to Fastrmedia.
My car's a mess.
No worries.
But
take me through
so for the camera nerds out there, we use an FX6. It's a Sony. It's one of their cinema cameras. And then this is it's a 28 to 135 power zoom. And what the power zoom means is that with this, one of the black wire right here, this one.
On top?
Reed has control of zoom from the front seat.
Okay, so Reed is, where do you go?
He's over there,
All right, we got another person. He's the one who controls the camera rig.
Exactly.
As the car's driving.
It's a two-man operation, and anybody who does it by themselves is going to kill someone.
Yeah.
So for anybody watching, if you have a camera car and you run it by yourself, you're going to get us all screwed because you're going to run into the back of an Aventador at like 100 miles an hour. So don't do that. Always have, like basically when we go, I drive and then I hire somebody to fly the camera because it's easier for me to teach someone how to point and, you know, be coordinated than it is
to position the car.
Where to position $80,000 worth of shit.
Correct, yeah.
While you're doing, you know, good speeds. So it's just, can't, like, for me to pay, like, for what it would be worth for somebody else to own the liability, I would have to pay them like $1,000 a day, minimum.
Right.
Because, like, dude, like, if some, I mean, we're, just this morning we did Aventador SV, we've done Chiron Pure Sport, Pagani's, like, name cars, we've done, I promise you, we've done every single thing with four wheels.
And I'm gonna tag Dylan's Instagram and his YouTube channel, actually. So you'll be able to see all the work he's done. And today we're not only gonna be showing off his rig, we're gonna be going for a ride, and he's gonna get some content of my car. And stay tuned till the end of this video. You can fast forward if you're getting bored, but we're gonna have some rolling shots of the G80, so hang on for that.
Yeah, so like what I've pivoted pretty hard. Like I was another one of those like car videographers for like the last 4 years. I did YouTube channels and social media for other people, and through doing it, I kind of just got fed up, and I'm like, dude, like I have all the equipment, I have all the skills, but it's honestly really hard finding people that are going to commit to what it takes to building a real YouTube channel. So, you know, for anybody with a life outside of YouTube, it's a 4 to 5 year window to make it.
Right.
It's just the way it is.
It's a lot of commitment.
Yeah,
staying
like,
consistent.
Dude, you have to be as committed to it as you are to breathing air. It's just the way it is. Or you got to have $1 billion. There's no in between. Like you ain't gonna commit or compete with Hamilton Collection. Like it's not like.
And it's different than other social media like Instagram, where you can upload one reel, it blows up, and your page is like...
Yeah, like YouTube is designed intentionally so that you can't be a one-hit wonder. I mean, granted, there's some examples out there, like some extremes, but at the end of the day, like the average person is not going to post one reel or one YouTube video
and blow up.
And blow up. It's just not going to happen. And for good reason, too, because YouTube pays a lot more than everybody else. So, like, the way I see it is like, okay, like, if I'm out here really working for my AdSense money, like I don't want someone to be able to just go
jump in,
shake some ass.
Yeah, the barrier to entry is basically your time commitment to
100%, 100%.
So those of you watching, if you're enjoying so far, please like the video, because again, YouTube does take a lot of commitment, and if you're enjoying it, it really helps the channel. Liking, commenting, and subscribing. Not only to mine, if you check out Dylan's, give him a like, give him a subscription as well. So
yes, sir. So what we're really doing is I'm pivoting pretty hard. Like my whole YouTube channel is hour-long videos of cars. It's pretty like ASMR style. Super simple. I kind of noticed there was a shortage of just purely like car content. It's cars with someone, you know, yapping, or it's cars and then this and cars and then this, like this,
like the video I'm taking.
A little bit, honestly, a little bit.
No, yours is unique. It's niche.
And I've been doing vlog channels for people. I worked for Savage Garage. I've worked for Whistling Diesel. I've worked for everybody. And like the one thing I noticed is there was very few channels that were only cars and only the best cars. Like there was a lot of like, you know, someone would film a Mustang, right? And it's some guy that's got a GoPro. It's like his own car, and the guy lives in the middle of like Minnesota. But like, because I'm in South Florida, like, dude, I have access to everything.
Yeah, so what kind of cars do you look for to record? So if somebody's out there watching...
Anything tasteful. Anything that's tasteful, and anything that people have like a vested interest in. So like, for the next 20 years, people will care about M3s. Right. That's the way it is. And for the next 20 years, Huracan STO is going to be something people care about. A Mazda is not going to, like a, you know, commuter car Mazda is not going to be like...
Something special
it has to
that
be
people want to watch.
That, like, people want to see.
Going back to your setup here, you mentioned the name and camera. What about like the arms and everything? Like
so like
I don't know anything about this.
It's a lot. Like pretty much everything you see here is like a different company. It's Pro-Am. It's Pro-Am. When I bought it, it was like $2,500, but they've dropped since then. You can get one of these for like $1,500, which is pretty insane. This gimbal, brand new, is like a $7,500 gimbal. You know the DJI, the really big DJI drone batteries are actually retrofitted from that
drone put onto here.
They like
so
these
two
two
batteries control the gimbal or give it power so it stays level.
Yeah, just these two batteries were $1,200.
Damn.
So a lot. Like what you're looking at, the money on the rig is from here down, like my hand down. like 1,200 bucks. I got the gimbal for $4 grand.
What does the camera go for?
Camera's 10 for
10
everything.
grand.
So like the body, no, camera's not 10. Camera's 8.
8.
But like suction cups, those 2 suction cups, 500 bucks. The rails were 1,000. It's a lot of money, dude. You're looking at like 20, 25 grand.
I'll try this out. You know those cinema cameras? I think they're called Red.
Yeah.
Do people use those for this kind of
100%.
setup?
So like I actually have used a Red Komodo on here before, and the only reason I don't personally use one is because the autofocus sucks.
Okay.
So like Reds are set up, they're very manual. They're like more like.
So you'd have to be the one not only driving but also controlling it.
Essentially, you would need a guy like what Reed does, where you're pointing,
but knowing how to use it well.
But then you would also need what's called a focus puller, is someone that's manually focusing the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly don't have the patience or the budget to have, it's a lot just to have one guy with me all the time.
Is it noticeable, like the quality between that and a red camera's what, like 50 grand, right?
Well, they have different models, of course. It's like anything, but honestly, in my opinion, unless you're spending that like 30 grand, if you're looking at like their Komodo versus that, in my opinion, it's very similar. The sound, the sound is nothing crazy. I just used a set of Rode mics. I get a lot of questions about that.
And where's the mic on here?
So it actually goes on your car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna.
So we have to stay close enough for the Bluetooth connection.
No. It records internally. So just like your mics, it can, like this mic right here.
Yeah.
You can make it record to itself.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I'm learning.
Yeah. So like.
So there's storage on
this
side of the mic?
little red button right here. It records to itself.
I had no idea.
Yep. Just I record it internally, and then we do one record file for the whole video. It's like 300 something gigs, and I basically, you take, say this is your timeline of all the hour of video, you line up the sound only one time, and it's accurate for the whole video.
Okay.
So once you line it up, it's
once you get that first match, it's gonna be perfect.
Exactly.
Because that's when it was recorded.
You only do one file.
Yep.
So yeah, it's pretty simple, man. Zip ties out of the side door.
So
the back right.
Trying to find placement for the
mic.
mic.
If I zip tie it here, there you go. Roma.
Yeah, Roma, Ferrari.
If I zip tie it here, it'll be in a dead zone, but then also the intakes are here, so you'll get the sound. So like the trick with the mics, the audio is the hardest part by far. All right, here we go. Redneck. So the trick is you got to take where it actually listens. That can't be in direct like airflow, because then it just sounds like
just wind noise.
Yeah. So I've had entire shoots with the really expensive cars get jacked up just because of the audio.
Oh man. That's when you put music over it.
Yeah, and it's painful, man. Like we had it happen with an SVJ where these mics got cooked. It was before I ran 2, and yeah, man, we had to redo the whole thing. So we have that one as well. So in a perfect world, they're both gonna like go together, but if the intake sucks, then we'll have this.
Okay.
That's pretty much guaranteed to be all right. Cool. So, it's like legit stuff, but it's been around for a while.
Oh, nice interior.
Yeah, I got a good spec on this one.
Black and red.
So like instead of recording to the actual camera, we record to these. You can get them at Best Buy. This thing holds a terabyte, so like we can film for a whole day.
Okay.
And it just goes in the back here. So like, if something ever happens to the camera, all the footage is still safe.
This is a real office. Look at this place.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a disgusting mess right now, but...
Oh, and you have the PlayStation controller. That's how you control it, right?
Yeah, it's a PS4 controller. So, it's... there we go.
So you basically play video games for a living.
Stickman on the PS4 controller. So,
awesome.
Yeah,
only hires nerds.
I only hire... prerequisite to work for me is you have to be like a
gamer,
MLG gamer. Yeah, this kid was like Master Prestige X like 10 times over in Black Ops, so like
that's what you
qualified
need if you want this kind of job.
Yeah,
controlling the camera rig with a PS4 controller.
You have to have like over 300 wins on Fortnite. Like
500.
8, 6, 1.
Hello. All right.
Badass. Pretty cool.
Here's this.
All right, so we are heading out with Dylan. We're going to be tailing behind him, and he's going to be recording the G80. So stay tuned. I'll get some shots of his car as I follow him. It looks pretty cool with that camera rig on the back. It's not something you see every day. And then at the end of this video, of course, we're going to include some of the footage that he takes. So stay tuned and enjoy. Got some supercars joining. Oh, they just got off.
I don't know those guys.
So we just got to the halfway point. We're gonna go check out some of the footage that Dylan got from his rig setup here. So let's check it out.
It's gonna be a little bit hard to see with the camera.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna add it to the video, but for my curiosity, I want to see what we got.
Takes a second to think about if it wants to help show us or not. There it is, right there.
Damn. Damn, lighting's perfect. The shadows hitting the.
Yeah, and that's not color graded. Hold on, this right here at the end, that's where we just were.
Oh, that's when I turned on the headlights.
Yeah.
That looks so cool.
With the sunset spot, we always try to, basically the way it works out is the whole way home, we have the sun behind us. So
Right.
you get the whole golden hour like the entire way home.
Is it more difficult to edit because you have shadows in the car?
No, the dynamic range on this is like stupid.
Okay.
So.
All right, so we just wrapped up shooting. I want to thank Dylan again.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome. I can't wait to get the footage. Look at that. Looks sick. So that's all I have for this one. Hope you enjoy the footage that I haven't seen yet. You guys are going to see before this cut. And if you enjoyed, please don't forget to like, comment what your favorite part of the video was. Was it his setup? Was it the rolling shots? I think that's probably going to be the best part. But let me know what you thought. And don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.